Let's go for a ride. You are watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today. CycleCruza videos brought to you at 6 a.m. every week.
Look what I got for Christmas. Are these awesome gifts to myself or what? From my WR250r, baby. So we'll start it off here. I spent, by the way, this is close to probably about $2,000 worth of mods here. I've got some more stuff coming as well, and I'll talk about that in the video. But we'll start it off here. I've got the FMF Q4 exhaust. The reason why I went with this exhaust is because they say this is one of the more quiet exhausts. As you guys know, I like to slip in and slip out of places, out, you know, off-road, before they call the cops on me. I don't want to be too loud out there, so, you know, draw attention to myself. So we'll see how that sounds. But I got the Mega Bomb header here. The reason why I went with the Mega Bomb header instead of the Power Bomb header is because they say this one is a little better on the low end, and that's what I'm looking for, a little bit more low end power. Of course, I've got the Power Commander 5. This is the fuel injection and ignition module. I'll probably have this professionally tuned on a dyno. It costs about $300 to do that. But I think I'm just going to take this in and have him run it on the dyno before I put this stuff on. Have him put the stuff on and then run the dyno. And so you guys can see the difference. You know, I know some of you guys say, man, all you're going to get is probably like 3 or 4 or 5 horsepower. But you have to realize on these little bikes, these little 250s, you know, a few horsepower can mean a big difference, especially down low. But we'll see how that works out. I've got the no toil air filter. The reason why I decided to go with this sponge high flow air filter over the K&N air filters because they say for off-road applications this is better. You just have to make sure to keep this clean, keep it oiled. But the K&N air filter, they say is really better for street riding. But because when you get out in dirt, some people are saying that some of the dirt is, dust is getting through to the engine. I don't know how true that is, but the pros, the guys at the tuning centers and professionals, they're saying it's better to go with the sponge no toil high flow air filter. Okay, we've got the fat bars, the Evo Wyndham model fat bars, 1 1/8 inch bars. And I've got the Pro Taper universal bar clamps. This converts it from 7/8 inch to 1 1/8 inch bars. I went with the Pro Taper pillow top grips here, and I got some heater elements that'll heat these grips up because you know it gets cold out here in Ohio. Right now it's like 30 degrees, and I ride all year round, baby. So you know I want to heat. I love heated grips. I put them on my CBR 600RR, and they're fantastic. The heater elements will be coming in the mail. I'll be doing a video on that. It has a switch. They're very inexpensive, and I'll be making actually a dash plate. I ordered a piece of sheet metal, by the way, as well, where I'll be making a control center with switches, because I'll be adding some other probably electrical things as well. Okay, we've got the servo emulator. As you guys know, when you take the stock exhaust off, you have to remove the servo wire and all that, and this just does a plug and play so it doesn't issue an error code, because as you guys know, if you remove the stock exhaust and you remove the servo wire, a lot of times it can throw an error code. So this will prevent the error code from coming on. Flasher relay, this is a cheap one, unknown. As you guys know, I use basically the same one in my CBR 600RR, and it worked fine, no problems. What this does is when you use aftermarket flashers, it keeps it from doing that fast hyper flash. And that brings up the next mod, hand guards with integrated turn signals. These are smoke turn signals that go fit in there. And So, of course, I'll be using that there to keep it from doing the hyper flash. But these are the Zeta Armor hand guards, and I even sprung for an extra $70 kit here. This is the side mount kit. These mount on the side of the forks there, so that way it keeps these hand guards rigid. So if I ever drop the bike, you know, they won't move. These hand guards are gonna hold their ground with this setup. Okay, we've got the Flatland Racing skid plate, and the reason why I went with the aluminum skid plate as opposed to the high density Moose Racing skid plate, which is like $50 to $60 more, is because for off-road applications this is recommended, even though it's heavier. But some people complain about, you know, vibration, you know, as far as increased engine noise and vibration and whatnot. You just put some rubber dampening material, like a sheet of rubber where the frame meets and this meets, and that'll help reduce that. But I'd rather have something strong that can hold up against rocks, and because I'm gonna be heading off into some real dirt trails, guys, next year. You know, I know I've just been pretty much being a hooligan out in the fields and in grass and stuff like that, which I'll continue to do, but I'm gonna be hitting the real dirt trails too next year. Okay, as far as the seat, yes, I got a new seat, and it wasn't cheap. This is made by Seat Concepts. It's the low seat height one. It's got the carbon fiber side type of material here, and it's got the grip material on top. This is, they say, much more comfortable than the stock seat. That's the reason why I bought it, is for comfort. But it also lowers the seat a little bit, so that way I already flat foot the WR250R, but this will help me comfortably flat foot that bike. And plastics. These plastics I ordered for a 2010 WR250X, which is a super motard version of my bike, which they stopped making here in the United States. But that year, 2010, the whole bike was white, at least the plastics. So I ordered all I needed for my bike, because I have a 2014 WR250R. The tail's white, and the rear side plates are white, and the front forks are white. So all I needed to do was get a fender, two sides, and the head shroud. The fender will be coming in the mail any day now, probably next week sometime. And this is fairly inexpensive. I'll include links to everything, by the way. And I may put some graphics on there or not, I don't know. As you guys know, I wanted to do the whole white theme with my bike. The whole, you know, the whole Star Wars, what do they call, Stormtrooper look to my bike. But as you guys see here, you know, all of these parts I'll keep the box for everything, so that, except for the grips probably, of course, but when I go to sell my bike, I'll take all these parts off and put all the stock parts on, and then sell these separately, so that way I don't lose much money. Or if I get a sick deal, you know, if I sell my bike, I highly doubt that I'll probably even want to sell my WR250R unless they come out with some sick new bike that's better than the WR250R. But I can't foresee myself selling that bike. I love that bike, man, I'll tell you guys. And when I want power, and I have that thirst for power, I just jump on my CBR 1000 RR. Oh, shit! But the WR250R is more than enough power off-road, and hopefully with these mods, it'll be even better. But that's all I have for you guys. I'll be, like I said, links to everything here will be in the description and comment section of this video. Oh, also, I forgot, I'll be adding KTM folding mirrors that look really cool. They weren't cheap, but a lot of guys love them, and I'll include a link to that in the description comment section of this video. May not be the exact ones, but it'll be similar ones. And so go check that out. For those of you potential riders out there, take the MSF class, make a New Year's resolution for 2016. You're going to take the MSF class, get your motorcycle endorsement, get your motorcycle, and have a good time like I have, dude. I'll tell you, a motorcycle will give you that motorcycle high, man. Beautiful feeling. But I also have a new rider playlist for you at my website. Go to CycleCruza.com. and click on the menu tab, My Videos, and it'll be a playlist called For New Riders. Go check that out. I have a bunch of other playlists too. You know, I also even have my bug out van playlist if you want to see all my bug out van videos. So everything's organized on my website. Go check that out. If you haven't subscribed to my All Over Motorcycle channel, subscribe today. Hit thumbs up if you like this video. I appreciate all you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed 2016. And I hope you all stay safe out there on the streets for 2016. I wish you guys all the best. Take care. And until next time, catch you guys later. Deuces.
Welcome to CycleCruza's Click to Go links. Just click on the pictures below to go to my recommended videos and my social media sites. Also, don't forget to visit my blog and store at CycleCruza.com. If you have any trouble clicking on these links, they are also provided in the info section of this video. Thank you and subscribe today. Guys, check out my new channel where I talk about anything and everything, not just motorcycle related. CycleCruza Motovlog.